jailbreaker with ties to him.
Little boy dressed in green. Don't move a muscle.
Oh.
And I'll let you keep your limbs.
This sniper was hired by All for One.
That's crazy.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to Season 6, Episode 20 of My Hero Academia, Hired Gun. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to see more of Vigilante Deku, which I'm very excited about. Specifically, Hired Gun, I feel like has got to be referring to someone who has been paid to protect All for One.
But we'll see. Make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for this episode and arc of My Hero Academia. We're going to be posting episodes every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see the rest of Season 6 right now, along with a few episodes of Season 7, the only season / My Hero content I have not seen, check out the Patreon link in the description below where they're all posted in their extended full-length forms. Are we excited for episode 20 of My Hero Academia Season 6?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
You don't say. That's Shimura for you. Even in the afterlife, she's crying over our choices. I should have killed him on the battlefield when I had the chance. I apologize. Don't be too stubborn. Sometimes you have to kill a person in order to save them. Be sure to remember that. Whatever you decide to do, you make damn sure you settle the score with the League of Villains.
Hawks, Best Jeanist, Endeavor, and All Might. We're teaming up to end this. Together, we'll keep anyone else from getting hurt. We have to stop All for One. I have to.
Gotta get out of here before they...
Oh.
There she is! The monster!
Please don't hurt me! I'm just heading to the shelter! I wasn't doing anything!
Oh, God.
I'm begging you! Let me go!
You want us to let our guards down so you can attack? We're not stupid! We see you for what you are! And we're not going to let this town suffer another day!
Oh, boy.
Listen, please calm down. I totally understand that a night like this makes you extra nervous about an attack. But look at this woman. She's showing no signs of hostility. Leave her to me. You can go now. I've got this. Please.
Well, someone who looks like that shouldn't be out this late. What were we supposed to think?
What?
What do you make of what just happened?
Okay. My first thought was that they were attacking her because she's a hero.
She's not a hero.
Okay. Well, the ears kind of made me think hero, but okay.
So this is the thing.
Yeah.
What you might have just accidentally did what they did, which is they're
conflating. She's just a regular person.
She's just a person who has an anthropomorphic quirk that just makes her look like that. It'd be like Dark Shadow's little brother. Like he doesn't have powers, maybe, but maybe he does, but he's not a hero.
There are some people who
just
look
are born like
heroes.
That was racism, basically.
Yeah.
That's what
wow.
And they thought she was a villain because she just looks like she has a quirk.
Yeah.
Like,
someone who looks like that shouldn't be out. Oh.
Yeah, that was quirk racism, essentially.
All right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's just
damn.
Kind of crazy. Civilians are even turning on each other here.
What were we supposed to think?
You're safe now. Why are you walking around in this weather?
evacuate. At first, it seemed like the area wasn't affected much. I guess I thought everything would blow over if I holed up at home. Then, people around me started getting hurt, and I got scared. That's when I decided to leave, to find a shelter. I don't know. The night just went wrong so fast.
You know, I bet everyone else is scared too.
You think things will go back to normal?
I'll make sure of it.
Big promise.
Sorry, I have to go now.
Are you okay?
Yes, All Might.
Wait, All Might?
Will you take her to the nearest shelter? I've been in one place for too long.
Wait! Here, take this with you.
Oh,
Pork cutlets to keep your energy levels.
stop.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Young Midoriya.
He's just got to keep moving.
Yeah, he could be targeted at any point by Alpha One.
Widespread
Yeah.
devastation. It kind of feels like we traveled back in time. In my day, we did our best to stay out of sight, because hiding from villains kept us alive. It was like that when quirks first appeared, too.
Shigaraki and All for One. Dabi, the Nomu, the League of Villains. We still don't have any idea where they disappeared to. The police have their hands full with the jailbreakers, so they don't have the resources to investigate the bigger threats.
Criminals are running amok.
Explains
out there.
why they
No,
broke people out
yeah.
of prison.
They're just
Now that
overwhelmed.
All for One's quirk has been transplanted into Shigaraki, he's even more terrifying. So powerful I couldn't stop him with the help of Endeavor and Mr. Aizawa. I need to master every facet of One for All. Otherwise I'll fail.
You two better start helping out. You can't keep staring at the wall and ignoring us. We need your cooperation to unleash One for All's full potential. We're counting on you, my heroes.
My heroes.
Academia, like the show.
Banjo was the first. He released his quirk, and after, Shinomori followed suit. Shimura was next. And then, all of them agreed. But we need everyone's support to bring its true strength to light.
Hey, kid! Try getting more accustomed to the other quirks in the meantime. Especially Shinomori's and N's. You do that, and things should go much smoother when you wake up.
That's a good idea.
All right.
Yeah, that was the smoke and
lived
danger sense.
during the cruelest era. All for One's physical strength was at its peak. He'd managed to amass incredible power. Most people he controlled were unaware that they were being manipulated. But our leader knew the truth. Together we stood against All for One, fighting to stop his ascent.
You were there too. You saw it.
Yes.
In order to get to your brother, we had to sacrifice many people. The only thing that mattered to us was winning. Either he died, or humanity did. Now we're supposed to leave everything up to this boy who wants to save our enemy? It's absurd.
Is that really how you feel? That's interesting.
Interesting take.
Yeah, they were like,
See,
he should be able
Yeah.
I'm a
to
little confused. Back then, you reached your hand out to me.
Just like All Might with
If you hadn't
Deku.
chosen
Oh,
to save a potential enemy,
That's sweet.
none of this would have ever happened. We have no
I love that line.
Yeah.
If you hadn't saved a potential
If
enemy.
you hadn't chosen to save a potential enemy, none of this would have ever happened.
Potential
We
enemy
have
is
no
such a
choice but to leave the
interesting
future to the
phrase.
night. You must realize this. It's why you appeared here to begin with.
Be honest. You really think you can bring an end to this?
I do. It's why One for All exists. It was born out of my defiance. But the power only became what it is Because you were willing to reach out.
Turning around.
All right. We've got everyone committed.
The stage is set.
Fabulous.
In order to defeat All for One,
We must take our knowledge and power
And gather it in this place.
Yeah.
The true power of One for All must be harnessed. Hang on, boy. We're accelerating now.
Stop it.
So what do you make of that
Very
whole opening
sweet.
scene?
Wow. Okay. I cannot wait to see what it looks like for Deku to have all of the vestiges on board. Holy shit. It's also interesting knowing that the vestiges had a different relationship other than just co-vestiges.
Yeah, they fought together.
Yeah, but the moment of when the first user got broken out of prison or jail, and it was like the only thing that made One for All so powerful is that someone reached out and chose connection. So very sweet.
And then you also had a reaction to All Might giving Deku food.
It's just sweet. The storyline of the ultra gifted child who has to just be alone is so devastating. So to know someone is looking out for him, and even though he can't be there for him, is still just making sure he's fed.
Nail gun support item? Too overpowered to be used for actual construction.
It's crazy.
This was meant to be a weapon.
So
Yeah.
So I'll remind you, all of these support items were developed by the stress quirk guy Redestro,
Right.
his company Deadnerat.
Yeah.
So of course they made weapons. It's interesting.
Support item?
Typical.
Too overpowered to be
Yikes.
used for actual construction. Damn Deadnerat. This was meant to be a weapon. Hawks?
Oh, wow. Very cool car.
Fiber fire.
You're robbing a store and then the top 3 heroes
Yeah,
come
no,
through.
you're so fucked.
You have no right. Number one, your crimes are worse than mine are.
Oh,
Caused this mess.
I'm
interesting.
aware of that. Which is why I'm here now.
As usual, there's nothing connecting these escapees to our actual target.
You'd think we would have been able to get some intel by this point in the search.
We'll double down our efforts.
Disgraces! Get out of here! Well, what's your so-called help? If you'd caught Shigaraki and the others when you were supposed to, these criminals would still be locked in their prisons!
Take a good look at this town! You turned it into hell!
Endeavor, let's go.
Yikes.
I've been following reports on the news. They say Shigaraki was after someone other than you, which means you're still hiding things from us. We can't trust you! You cowards!
Oh,
Yeah, and they didn't tell him about One for All.
On TV! Did you see them?
Created a monster!
Stay away from us! See your face makes me sick!
Fake hero!
Don't you ever show up here again!
It's public
Is that
opinion.
so?
Not good.
Let's see.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of
Understood.
everything's gone to shit.
Maybe someone from the Paranormal Liberation Front will crack. Thanks, Headshot.
No progress, I take it?
If we keep driving in this direction, we'll catch up with Midoriya before long. Would it be better if no one figured out we're working together? People might start throwing things at him, too.
Right. Let's put some distance between us. Deku has enough of a burden to carry as it is. Even if he's the one who chose this solitary path, we're still using him as bait to draw out the League. The least we can do is not make things worse for him.
So now not even
Enemies
them are
doing
getting
too
close.
well at laying low.
They're just
Meanwhile, the
following him
supervillains
around.
who are locked up in Tartarus are acting up. And they're almost certainly taking orders from you-know-who now. The League's being smart. They'll hide behind the chaos and confusion and use it as a cover to steal One for All when the time's right.
Meanwhile, the country's heroes continue to unravel. If I were All for One, I'd go on the offensive.
Right now, his priority is taking over Shigaraki's body, like Deku said.
After losing to All Might, he couldn't survive without a labyrinth of tubes and machinery. So he's strengthening his protege's body in order to make that his new home.
According to Garaki's post-raid interrogation, Shigaraki was brought back online before his upgrades could be fully completed. I don't know how All For One plans to move into his new digs, but it's clear the boy's body needs to be perfected before he does.
And once that's accomplished, he'll focus on his next goal, taking One For All by any means necessary.
There's still something bothering me about that.
What?
Based on what Midoriya and All Might said, you have to have a strong body to steal One For All. Got it, cool. That's where Shigaraki's younger, enhanced physique comes into play. My question is, why is Shigaraki's hatred such an important component in this?
The force of that feeling is vital. With 8 people's minds fighting back inside One For All, you need a powerful will to overcome them.
But
and he's so singularly angry.
His younger brother, for generations at this point. Sounds pretty intense to me. You'd think he'd be carrying around more than enough hatred for the successors already.
Yeah.
Ew. He doesn't even have enough.
All Might's the reason he ended up weak and imprisoned, right?
It would appear his spite simply isn't enough.
Well, maybe.
Needs something worse. Needs the hatred from Shigaraki.
Going off reason he ended up weak and imprisoned, right?
It would appear his spite simply isn't enough.
Well, maybe. He just doesn't have any. I'm going off my gut here, but despite everything, doesn't it seem like the guy's always laughing?
Perhaps his heart is just empty.
Whatever the case, no villain we found has information.
Huh.
And the
He's always kind of happy.
They're trying to avoid a fight, so let's use that to our advantage. We should start expanding our search, even though that will mean fewer heroes on the streets maintaining order.
I don't know, man. Things get much worse out there, and the public is going to turn against us even more. It'll be harder for us to rally support.
Cut away too much fabric and the design falls apart.
So true.
Gotta love the gene puns.
Have you gotten any rest at all, young man?
I recommend
Just
a solid
worrying about
night's
him.
sleep on a sublime mattress.
Night-eye. I'm trying.
Oh.
What was that?
Not good.
What
His
was
GPS
that?
signal disappeared. Damn it!
Crap.
Little boy
A
dressed
multi-
in green. You're coming with me.
Wait, then this isn't just some random villain. I'm her target. Right. This is it. A jailbreaker with ties to him.
Oh no.
Don't move a muscle.
Oh, okay. This is her.
This sniper was hired by All For One.
Oh, she's the hired gun. Oh, okay. Okay. Very cool.
Yes.
All right.
But what do you make of what we saw?
Wow. I mean, okay. So either she has targeted All Might as well, or it's like a multi-pronged attack. I don't know which one is scarier, but it seems really bad. I am looking forward to seeing what this purple lady's powers are.
Little boy dressed in green. Don't move a muscle,
Oh.
and I'll let you keep your limbs.
This sniper was hired by All For One.
That's crazy.
What I'm told, you should be able to hold your own given the power you have. But I'm still concerned. All For One and Shigaraki can't steal this cultivated ability from you yet. And in the last fight, we confiscated every scrap of Garaki's tech we could find. Without that, they don't have a way to store a quirk factor to be transplanted later. So, the best choice for the League would be to take you on alive. Thankfully, most of the escapees wouldn't stand a chance against you. But there's one woman we should be worried about.
Is that her?
We were basically colleagues, though she was my senior. Of course, I'm trying to track her down as well. But Deku, if the two of
And
you
it's
ever
not
cross
going
paths,
well.
They were colleagues.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Said run.
Wow.
Bullets made out of indigo and pink strands twisted together.
I said don't move.
Oh, nope.
There's no mistake. It's her, a former Public Safety Commission hero. Lady Nagant.
Lady Nagant.
She destroyed my secure
okay.
communicator.
So she was in the same sort of system as Hawks.
As Hawks. Okay. Wow.
When you kept mentioning that maybe Dobby was a teammate of Hawks, I was like, oh, this is the teammate.
She destroyed my secure communicator. That'll signal All Might, Hawks,
That
and the others
sucks.
that something is wrong. But I have no way of warning them that she's the one behind this attack. If they rush in, they'll be in her line of fire. What do I do? Try to escape like Hawks said to?
Why bother
Yeah,
running
just
when
get
you're
out.
already mine?
Oh.
Fire!
Oh, he can.
Analyze
Oh.
the trajectory.
Now I get it. That's why he wants you.
Holy shit.
Oh, her? She's insane. If she weren't around, I'd be the best long-range shooter in Japan, no contest. My quirk, Holman, lets me hit any target I can see within 600 meters. Can't choose where the shot hits, and it don't pack much punch, but not too shabby, right? Her, though, she can hit the same mark with skill alone, and from a perch 3 kilometers away. She's
3
taking away all my business. I'm
kilometers?
gonna be sent out
Yep.
to pasture.
Holy
The secret's
shit.
in her bullets. She has the ability to make them into any shape her heart desires. See, her two-tone hair gets mashed together like epoxy putty, which then hardens into her ammunition.
That's
I'm
so
talking curving
cool.
bullets, hollow point bullets, sky's the limit. Her quirk is rifle, and she's the walking personification of a sniper rifle. Everybody who shoots targets is jealous of her right arm.
Precision even Mr. Snipe is jealous of.
Wow.
And a good firing rate. Without danger sense, she would have had me. But thanks to the first shot and the one just now, I can tell where she is. About 1 kilometer ahead. Her range is triple that. No point trying to evade her bullets and outrun her. Gotta get close.
So Deku's gotta get
Counterintuitive.
through it.
First time someone's dodged more than one bullet.
There's Pops.
And that's Overhaul.
Okay.
Need to hurry to him. Right now.
Yeah. After
Weird
I'm
with no
finished
mask.
with this,
Mhm.
it's time to hide. The target
Very
will see you.
strange look.
I'm coming, boss.
Just hang out in here for a minute. Oh, great. Maybe I should have ditched him before. Come on, walk faster. Do you want to be locked up again?
Must find him.
What is wrong with this guy?
Ah, an erstwhile hero. The lovely Lady Nagant. It's an honor to meet you.
All for one. You know, not long ago, you were my main target.
Yet, here we are. I have a favor to ask you. You're
Rude.
not like the rest of this rabble. In the coming days, a certain student from UA will set out on his own. My request is simple. I would like you to bring the boy to me. A number of annoying guardians will be watching over him from afar. It would be wise to get him alone before you make your move. Perhaps you could wait for a rainy night. I find that atmosphere to be quite...
Don't get ahead of yourself. Did I say I agreed to be your pawn? You told the others to go wild. So why am I the only one whose freedom comes at a price?
Because you once killed a hero, an ally. You also desire the destruction of this failed society, but that will never come to pass so long as the boy is allowed to play at being a hero.
Great, another one of those. Damn.
Pops.
The young head of the Shie Hasaikai. A friend of yours?
No, something's broken in him, but I thought he might be useful.
He is also a victim, driven to ruin by these corrupt, false heroes. Let us seal their coffins shut. Come. You're hired for the job. Consider this power in advance.
Airwalk.
Oh shit, she can basically fly now.
I have a mission to complete.
Yikes.
And that is where we're left for this episode.
There's something everyone my age has seen. Oh,
amazing.
The symbol of peace, moving faster than a speeding bullet. Full 100%.
What are your first thoughts?
It's very scary to think of the worst, most powerful villains being paid in power upgrades. That's horrifying. She seems like she's not buying into All for One's whole thing. Like, I feel like she could be convinced to change sides. Like, she really doesn't seem like all of the other villains we've met working with All for One.
Yeah, because she was a former hero.
Yeah. Have we met any other former heroes who, like, changed sides and are, like, working with All for One now?
Like Slide and Go, but like he was just kind of a basic
like, who
hero.
cares?
But yeah, doesn't happen often.
Yeah,
this is
not super.
kind of one of our first instances of that. We'll discuss that more in our review section, but thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode and are excited for more episodes coming every Sunday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see the rest of Season 6 now and a few episodes of Season 7, check out the Patreon linked in the description below, where they're all posted in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode of any show we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Day asks, thoughts about Lady Nagant, specifically about her quirk and the fact that she was a former safety commission agent and was Hawk's co-worker of sorts.
Super, super interesting, because it seems like up until this point, the villains we've seen working with All for One are very much in line with his mentality or have their own kind of separate villainous mentality, but it's still like a core belief system kind of thing. Whereas for Lady Nagant, it seemed like, I mean, I obviously don't know what happened with the hero that she murdered, but it seemed like she was working with All for One because he approached her with a really great offer, basically. Which, I mean, that's not like necessarily less wrong, but it is interesting and stand out from the other villains we've met so far. And it makes me think that she would be more open to switching sides again.
What do you think of like her quirk?
So cool. Oh my gosh. The like epoxy is so fun. The idea of like being able to mold something, but only having a very short amount of time in order to get it done. And then it's like this super rock solid situation. I wonder if that could be used for anything other than bullets. Like they said, like hollow bullets and like I don't know bullets,
curving
but
bullets,
like
hollow
yeah,
point.
like an assortment of bullets. Like, can she make anything else? I don't know. It's very interesting. Also, her hair is cool.
Yeah. And she's just like a better shot than Snipe and can do it from like 3 kilometers.
3 kilometers? That's crazy.
Yeah. But let's go to our second question. Question 2. Katsuki Bakugo asks, in this episode, we're told that Lady Nagant worked with the Hero Commission, but we see her fleeing jail with the Jailbreakers. Why do you think such a prominent hero that even Snipe was envious of ended up in prison?
I think it's got to be for killing the hero.
Yes, it's more what do you
what
think
exactly happened?
There?
I mean, maybe it was an accident. Like we don't know about like the criminal justice system in My Hero Academia universe. Like if they were in a fight and it was like a friendly fire situation where there were just bullets flying everywhere and it hit a coworker and like it would be obvious it was her because it's literally her own bullets. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't have put her in the highest security prison in that case, but I guess if she's just so powerful, maybe it wouldn't matter either way.
Bit of a mystery.
Yeah, because you could just break out and go do vigilante stuff and then you're still like objectively like net positive on the world. But like, I don't know why the legal. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked.
Not really. You're just talking about what's happening.
Really? Okay. Well, I'm just all right. Like if her whole thing was like, okay, I accidentally killed someone and now I'm in jail. because that's the rules and we have to like enforce things on heroes, although that like historically hasn't been the situation, but whatever. If they did decide we have to enforce the rules on the heroes and she was like, okay, I'm gonna break out of jail and keep saving people because you can't stop me from saving people. And they're like, well, we're gonna send you to Alcatraz because we really can't have you doing that. I feel like they need to place their resources elsewhere.
And then how would that explain her then working with All for One?
Well, I think that's why they put her in like the super high security prison, because they, for some reason, didn't want her to get out and do vigilante stuff, which, I mean, it undermines their authority, but it's still, if you're saving people, you're saving people. I don't know. And then in terms of just kind of running into All for One, I don't think it was like a coincidence that they met. I think All for One finagled the whole thing.
I mean, it's not finagling. He broke them out of prison.
Yeah, no, exactly. But when they did like run into each other, he was just like, hey, I have a job opportunity that's going to be really tough for you to turn down. And I guess theoretically, if you had like been kind of tossed aside by the heroes, if something had happened where there was like an accidental death and she was like the scapegoat and they were just like, yeah, no, like she fucked up and we're gonna put her in jail and everything bad that happened was all her fault and definitely not our fault. That after breaking out of jail for like serving time for that she would not be particularly inclined to go help the heroes again. And so to be told, hey, you can actually kind of get back at the group that was so horrible to you and just threw you under the bus. And you can get a really great power upgrade out of it, that she would really have no reason to turn that down.
Yeah, we're going to have to see, but that's where we're left for episode 20 of season 6 of My Hero. Are we excited for episode 21?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.